WNBA Gambling Podcast. On the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBA SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break. Oh, wait, we're on WNBA Gambling Podcast. Whoa, I'm over here. I'm tripping. WNBA Gambling Podcast on Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Know me, know the voice of the guy. It's me, Billy Rowe, Terrell, Furman Jr. here at your service. Ooh, bad episode for me, too.
How about if you sweep it out?
What's the point? I can't do anything right.
You'll do fine.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Kind of, sort of, not really. Because we covered the spread in the Valkyries game. We ain't get it out right.
They probably should have won that game.
Erica Wheeler. It's Erica Wheeler. It's Erica Wheeler. Like she's been very, very clutch in the fourth quarter for the Storm. And you know what? The Sparks really wish I cashed that bet. By the way, somehow, some way, that's why I'm not even concerned about last episode, because somehow, some way I didn't cash Kelsey Mitchell over 19.5 points. She had 18. She didn't play the fourth at all. And it was, it wasn't even like they were leading that. Like, it wasn't that much of a lead. They were just like, yeah, there's no point in playing. You got this in the bag. They're not coming back. But Scott, you had much better than me. Scott, still your red show. Scott, what's going on?
Scotty, beam me up.
Surprise.
Yeah, can't complain. Was a solid episode for me. Ended up giving out a bonus dog. I was initially just going to do the lock and dogs. I would have swept, but instead I added a play. For the lock, I had the aces, fading Angel Reese and Ariel Atkins not playing one more time, and they won by 31 points. Never in doubt. Shout out to one of the worst supporting casts of all time. Then I ended up losing the dog as I had the Lynx 1-10. Didn't work out as they lost outright, but I did hit the super dog that I had. I had the Alyssa Thomas triple-double parlayed with her under 14.5 points. The game was close, too, and she got the triple-double, and they said, no, you're good. Get out of here. And they just pulled her. So can't complain. A 10-point triple-double for AT. Plus 850. Felt good. So once again, a great episode for me. Didn't officially sweep because I did add the bonus play, which ended up being the AT triple-double. But plus 850, not complaining about the details. Happy about it. And once again, I'll try to keep it rolling.
Oh, man. As we come up on the last couple of games of the season here, the reflection that the Sparks just...
They tried their best at the end.
Like, what is it, 89 points per game they gave up this season?
Yeah, I believe they're averaging 80. I want to say they're averaging 87, but they're allowing 89. I think that was the number. I looked up the other day.
It's just... I can't wait to talk about this game later tonight because I have a take on the game. I don't know if you're going to agree with me, but I have I think I have a very strong take on that Sparks game. But I just think that it's hilarious that this team literally looked like night and day on the offensive and defensive side of balls. Like, yeah. We predicted this, but like this is by far, they're really not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, they are, I believe, the best offense in the league to ever miss the playoffs, which sounds obvious because they averaged over 80 points per game. But I saw a couple of tweets right after they lost saying, they gave it all they had. I'm like, did they? They were 7-7 to end the season going into the game. Like they couldn't stop they were traffic cone on defense the entire time. I wouldn't say that they did everything they could to get in. They gave it an effort at the end, but they started off the year poorly. They really never got better defensively. The truth is, and we talked about it, they needed one of those two games against Atlanta last week, and they lost both. They really needed one of those two games. They didn't get it. So the Sparks were a fun team to watch. I know we had a ton of fun and profit betting the Rovers and betting on player props, but it's really tough to make it to postseason basketball in any league if you're going to allow the second most points per game in the entire league. And they couldn't stop anybody. They had a negative point differential. I understand why they missed. I wish they got in over the Storm because we can't stand that damn team. And we actually like the Sparks for entertainment value, but they couldn't play defense for the entire season. And that's why they missed the playoffs.
It is what it is.
Yep.
All right. Let's talk about these games. Let's get some takes. It's last week of the season. Time to get a little freaky. All right. 25% off everything in the merch store, though. Promo code football. Make sure you go use it. store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Go get some WNBA Gambling Podcast gear. Get you a nice jacket, hoodies. Reps on Terrorist hoodies are out. So make sure you go check out the merch store, store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Use that promo code football to get 25% off. All right. 8 p.m. here on the East Coast. A little late start. I feel like we could have did a 7 p.m. in Chicago, or yeah.
I know it's not necessarily on regular television, but not having a game start an hour or so before Thursday Night Football, probably not a great move.
Yeah, it was really nice leading up to Thursday Night Football. It's 3 games in this hour too. All right, New York Liberty on the road going to play the Chicago Sky. 156.5 is the total. Well, injury report and the big news here. New York Liberty, we have nothing. Chicago Sky, Angel Reese is out. Ariel Atkins is out.
Well, to be fair, Reese is not officially out, but there were some updates that she was present at shoot-around in street clothes. So
37 minutes ago, she is a game-time decision. Said
she's not gonna play, but it has not been confirmed yet.
Yeah, okay, so technically she's not out, but
it's not happening.
Elizabeth Williams is questionable. Just go ahead and pack it up. Just go ahead and pack it up. Cancun starting early. They're about to go get on a boat, get into Chicago Harbor, chill out there for some hours. They're not thinking about this game. There's no seriousness about to come from Chicago in this game at all tonight.
Now, I do want to ask about the Liberty, though, because the Liberty we talked about basically being locked into their seat already, but they've had so many injuries and everything.
It doesn't matter.
Probably not, but I'm wondering.
What lineup, if we just look at the Liberty's roster, like overall, I don't think that you could give me 7 to 8 players of any of them that I wouldn't say, you know what, they probably still could beat this Sky team by 15 points.
I think you're right, but I just want to ask because Sabrina came back. She didn't play many minutes against the Mystics, but she played.
No, I understand you asking. That's my answer.
I'm curious.
Any lineup.
But usually teams sit people. I'm assuming we're going to get to the Lynx game in a second.
It doesn't matter. They could sit the whole starting lineup, and this team probably still is better than this.
It might not matter for the sake of this matchup, but I'm asking you in general, how many Liberty people do you think sit in this game? Or is the answer 0 because you need chemistry, you need to build something? I say reduced minutes, everyone plays.
Reduced minutes, everybody plays, or somebody sits. I think I don't know. I really don't know. It could be reduced minutes, everybody plays. It could be somebody sits. I wouldn't be surprised. We know the WNBA isn't the NBA when it comes in terms of just sitting all your stars. But if there's somebody that has an injury, like you don't have to go roll them out there. And so because they don't have anybody in the injury report, it's kind of hard to foresee them just saying, hey, you just sit. So honestly, they're worse off with everybody playing. But even if you're telling me that 4 minutes before the game, Sandy's going to be like, yeah, this person isn't playing, or they don't even talk about it and this person just doesn't play, it doesn't matter. I think whatever lineup of 8 people that they throw out there is probably going to be better than whatever lineup the Sky have to throw out there. So just give me the Liberty. I'm laying the number.
I'm not taking the Sky. I've mentioned many times before the Sky without Atkins and without Reese might be the worst team I've ever seen. in this league, and I faded them again, and they lost by 30-plus points. So I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. I've said this many, many times on the show. Angel Reese said it publicly. I don't know if she should have. Doesn't mean she was wrong. Just throwing it out there. This team sucks, and she put her teammates on blast. You could argue that was the last impression of this team because she hasn't played since. She's not wrong. This team is really, really bad, and they've made me a lot of money blindly fading them when Reese and Atkins have been out. So I'm on the Liberty with you.
Rudy's got the chalk.
Yeah, no thoughts on the total here. Maybe under because the Sky probably don't score. But the Liberty could let them hang around, and then it's just just all systems go, and the Liberty is just scoring here. So I'm not on the total at all here.
Do you have anything else for this game? I see no props on this game, by the way, so we got nothing to talk about.
Oh, all right. Let's keep it moving then. The Phoenix Mercury are on the road, going to play Dallas. Dallas catching 5.5 here at home. 166.5 is total. Let's peek in over here at the injury report.
I see no Bonner, and that's all I got.
No Bonner. You've got Lexi Held as a questionable. And then, Gasolder, Quinterly, Enrique, all of them still out.
Yeah, but nothing new.
Nothing new. Yeah, give me the Wings. Plus 5.5.
Okay.
They have all the motivation in this game. And we've literally seen about the entire month. Let's just go ahead and call it the whole month. The Mercury not be serious about playing basketball at all, honestly. Like, they go out there and they go through the motions. And the Mercury are the team that, are ready for the playoffs. And it actually make me consider betting them the first game because they were completely unserious the entire run leading up to it. Like, none of these games, even the wins against the Mystics and the Fever, they were completely unserious in those games. And so that's no team I want to lay points with here on the road. At least you could get a Paige masterclass and the home crowd behind her, and it's all right. We left out on top and something to build towards for next year, and you could sell me on all of that. You can't sell me on anything about the Mercury here right now.
Yeah, I agree. I got the Wings money line too. I think that the game means nothing for the Mercury. We saw them sit AT in a close game. A game they could have potentially won. Why? Because she got a triple-double and they didn't care. So that kind of sums up the entire vibe of this team right now. It worked out to my benefit. Past the plus 850,
it was like a 2-point game.
Like a 2-point game with 2 minutes to go, and they said, AT, you good? It's like, yeah, just, thank you. You added your MVP case. We can sit you now, and we appreciate it. So, yeah, they didn't care about winning that game. That's why they lost. Now they play this game. They guarantee you they don't care about this game either. It's a road game, too. You can't even make an argument about trying to send the home fans happy or anything because they're not at home. So I will go with the Wings here. The Wings are a terrible team. I get it. But you know what? Bad teams maybe have some pride in front of the home crowd. They had a really, really bad season. You mentioned Paige, though, being great, which of course she is. And maybe she has a monster game. But maybe they try to send the fans home on a happy note or on a high note. Good for me. I'll go with the Wings money line. I think AT sits. I think you see a bunch of people sit. They sat AT in crunch time of a close game. There's no reason to play anybody when you have the Liberty in the first round of the playoffs on deck. So I expect a bunch of people to not play. Bonner sitting. Maybe we see AT Joyner. Wouldn't shock me, but give me the Wings here. If we saw the Mercury unload the tanking clip for this game about 20 minutes before tip-off, that's kind of what I'm expecting. So I expect nobody to play for the Mercury here. Satu probably doesn't play. AT probably doesn't play, and this line plummets. Give me the Wings plus 5.5 in the money line.
And Satu was talking that crap, too.
She talks crap after every game, so I don't know if that really matters.
But it meant more. It meant more because of the way the Wings thing ended and all of that. Remember, and I know Dejanay isn't on the team anymore, but like they Wings get your lick back, and you might as well because they're completely unserious about basketball.
Yeah.
All right.
What a first-round series, though. Mercury and Liberty. That's a hell of a time.
Yep.
Terrible travel, but a hell of a time.
I'll take the over 166.5. I actually feel relatively decent about that.
I like the Wings team total over. I don't know if the Mercury are going to show up and care, but I trust the Wings to score.
Bro,
I know, as crazy as that sounds.
There's no shot. Like, it doesn't matter who they throw out there. They're scoring on the Wings.
They should. Then again, ET does run a lot of the offense, so we'll see.
This is one of those games, Scott, where I would look towards that both teams to score market.
Okay.
See if you can get some plus money there. Both teams to score 90. That seems very, very doable here. I'm not going to lie.
If they pose the lines on it, give me a Sammy Whitcomb threes, potentially a ladder. Can you imagine the shots she might take if they...
Shocked that they don't have a Paige Beckers line.
Yeah, they should have something.
I would have thought that, okay, you don't have anybody else but Paige. But, I'm shocked. I'm waiting on a Paige Beckers line. I think Paige is going to go out on a high note. So.
Yeah, we have no prop lines, though. So,
all right. Before we get to the rest of the slate, let's talk about what are we talking about? Whoa, MyBookie.ag. Get down on these WNBA plays. That over sounds really good. I'm not going to lie to you. So you might be hearing that from me at the end of the show. Make sure you go check it out, mybookie.ag, or you can get down on some NFL. All of that. Their model is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime with mybookie.ag. Easy deposit and get lightning fast payouts with cryptocurrency. Head over to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. They've introduced weekly leaderboards with cash prizes. If you track just 5 bets of the same type from any model, you could win $1,000. So make sure you go over there and check out Rhythm, get down on the action, get down on the NFL props, all of that. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm for a 7-day free trial. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm, RITHMM. Next up, Scott, we've got my Valkyries on the road going to play Minnesota Lynx.
Wait a second, a game that actually matters?
Does it really?
I'm shocked. To one of these teams, it matters. Valkyries have seeding. They win, they pass the Fever.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
So is that okay, so that's officially what it is?
Yes, the Storm cannot catch them for the 7, so the Valkyries can either be the 7 if they lose or the 6 if they win. Now, who are they playing? We don't know, because the Aces can still jump the Dream if they win in the game later tonight. But right now, they would be playing whoever finishes lower, the Dream or the Aces. I'm assuming the Aces win tonight. Sorry for the spoilers, but that would imply that they would be playing the Dream in the first round. But this game does matter to the Valkyries. It means nothing to the Lynx.
The Aces and the Dream and the Aces not being solidified takes away any angle of wanting to win or lose this game. I think they.
Well, if you argue the Aces have not lost in about 2 months, then you win. You play the Dream most likely. That's the argument you'd make.
Okay.
So if you want to avoid the Aces, you're assuming as 10.5-point favorites, the Aces should beat the Sparks. I saw Reichel might not play. They might be sitting half the team. So the Valkyries probably want to win. I know they beat the Aces earlier this year, but no offense, I don't think you want to play them right now. Do we agree on that? I don't think you want to play the team that might be winning 16 in a row entering a playoff series.
But so if you're ducking the Aces, you gotta
win.
You gotta win.
Correct.
You're more than I don't know. I see all these. I really just want to talk about these 2 games at the same time.
Do you want to do that? Because we can.
I mean, yeah. And one, I think that's really crazy.
They're both connected.
They're both crazy. Fine. Yeah, let's just go ahead and add into the handicap too. The Las Vegas Aces are on the road going to play the Los Angeles Sparks. Sparks are catching 10.5. 170 is the total.
I fixed the graphic, so we got both at the same time.
Okay. And so here's my angle here. Are we confirmed that the Sparks are sitting anybody? I get that Reichel is questionable, and okay, maybe they don't throw Reichel out there. Maybe you don't get Julie Allman out there, who's questionable. But
it's their final game of the season. They might try to send the home crowd home happy,
and right? It's the Aces.
Yeah, I get it.
Asia and the Aces, and you can end a 14-game win streak at the end of you can also go 500 for the season. Like, there's all these other small moral victories that are possibly there for the Sparks outside of making the playoffs at this point. And it's like, are you just gonna go out there and just take it lying down? No way. Like, come on, you got to have more pride than that. I don't think they just take it. Like, you have a chance. If you mess around in this game, because we know they can play the Aces tough. Hamby's still playing, and Hamby gets off against the Aces, so we could see Asia and Hamby having a back and forth. If Plum gets going from the outside and keeps the scoring up, I would feel so much better if Rakia was just like, yo, I'm playing. Like, if I knew 100% we had Rakia, it would feel a lot better. But, like, I don't think there's a 0% chance that the Sparks walk out with a win here.
See, I can agree with you, but I have to at least push back a little bit on one factor that we're not talking about. The Valkyries game's 2 hours before the Aces game. And
so the Aces can decide what they want to do.
The Valkyries are stuck. The Valkyries should be trying to win anyway because they don't have any information.
Yeah, the Aces, once the Valkyries game will literally just be going final. 8 p.m. games typically end at like 9:45.
Yeah, 9:45. We'll say latest, maybe 10:15. Latest.
But like, yeah, it's rarely. But I always keep thinking like, man, I got an extra 15 minutes before the next game starts. Like,
yeah.
So there is the Aces looking at the board, saying, well, do we want to play the Valkyries? Or do we want to play the Fever?
That's not the Valkyries' problem though, because they go first.
But I don't think it's even that. I think it's more about the second round. We want home court against the Dream. If we play the Dream in the second round, we want home court against the Dream.
Yeah.
And so maybe the Aces do go out there.
I think the Aces go for it, but personally, I like the Valkyries more. One, because they're getting points, which I think is insane. I understand the Lynx are the best team in the league, but I don't expect anybody to play meaningful minutes in this game. This had a bunch of people last game. Collier's been banged up. I know that she's been coming. She came back. She's been healthy, but why would you bother? And it's not even the final home game because you're hosting the postseason at home for the entire ride. So I love the Valkyries in this game. I think the Lynx sit the entire team. Mm-hmm. Whether they do it pregame or during the game, I expect a ton of bench warmer playing time in the second half. I think the Valkyries go swinging because they want to get the higher seed. It's also their first ever playoff experience in franchise history. Why would you not try to get the best record possible?
And I just don't think this team I don't think they know how to tank.
No,
I mean, this is literally your inaugural season, and you're over here in the playoffs battling for seeding. Like, yeah, nah, my Valkyries all the way +7. So that's
I bet the Valkyries last night +7.5. I even got the money line at about like 270.
Yeah.
So I already bet it, but
that's the easy play. My Valkyries +7. That's the easy play. Okay. So I can sell myself more on the Aces winning the game. But do the Sparks go down swinging?
It sounds like you want the over in the game.
Yes.
So I'm going to start there. If you want to go for the Aces 1 to 10 as well, you can consider that if the Sparks actually do try. Rakia not playing, though, would be big because we know how good she's been this season.
It would. But yeah, she had 30 against them this season, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I like the over in general because usually these teams get together and they put up a ton of points. But I think I'll go with the teams that are motivated to actually cover. So I'll go with the Aces and the Valkyries, but I much prefer the Valkyries in comparison.
I mean, they're motivated for a win, not a cover.
That is true.
It's 10.5 points. It is a lot of points. And the Sparks have been playing nothing but close games.
Yes.
Yeah, nah, I'm taking Sparks +10. I'm taking Sparks +10.5. They've been playing nothing but close games. Even here, they probably still play a close game in the end of the season, and then it goes how – this is what the talking point is. It goes exactly how their season thoughts. They don't play any defense in the final minutes, and they lose the game. So, yeah, I'll take the Sparks plus the points. I do like your angle of the Aces 1 to 10 because of that. Wow, it took me a really long time to get there on that, but I do not feel as good about the Sparks winning outright. But I don't think it's impossible. I'm not going to lie. I really think this could be a moral victory for the Sparks where they say we could end this streak and we could go out on a high note. But yes, Sparks +10.5 for me.
By the way, for the actual pricing here, you can get the aces 1 to 10 at plus 170.
Okay.
So
That's a good price for that.
there you go.
All right. I mean, I don't think there's any props.
There might be, actually. I see props for the Valkyries game and for the Aces. Actually, the Aces game, I only see Asia stuff. I see nobody else, but I see the rebounds and double-double for Asia. So that kind of sucks. As you know, I see points too, but those are all on, I'd say, either prediction markets or stuff like that, but not really sports books. So I see actual stuff on the Valkyries game, though.
Of course, they would go out and put plays that, because I don't ever take Valkyries props.
Well, I think the argument is the Aces should be playing everybody, but with Rakia being out, we don't really know what that story is, or potentially not playing. She's not officially out, but they still should have lines on people not named Asia. And a lot of the prediction market places have lines. The sportsbooks just didn't follow suit.
Yeah, just give me Veronica Borton points and assists.
Yeah.
Call it a day. If I could trust anything, I feel like I could trust Veronica Burton.
Yeah, I thought about going with Salon over 1.5 threes at minus 122. She has made at least 2 3-pointers in 5 straight. Actually, in 6 straight, and that's minus 120. So I don't mind going with Salon over 1.5 threes as well.
All right.
I'm kind of ignoring the entire Lynx defensive numbers this season because they're going to be using a bunch of bench players the entire game. So if you want to go for props when they come out for the Lynx, I mean, Heidemann might play an entire game here. Like, she just might be getting the green light for the entire game. We'll see.
All right.
She might win 6th person of the year, so we'll see. She's probably the favorite to win the award, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, so who knows?
Underdog is also a great place for you to play fantasy pick'em. We can't give you a pick'em lineup today, but we'll look out. Maybe we'll double up in playoffs or something like that. We'll see. Make sure you go check out and just simply pick higher or lower your favorite players' fantasy stats. And also, Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBA SGPN. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. And since Novig is an exchange, you know you're getting some of the best prices on the market. Novig is available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Lock dog. For me, lock over Wings Mercury 166.5.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne's just horrible defensively, man. But I don't think they're just going to take it lying down. And I think Paige is going to have a big game. I wish I could play a Paige prop, and I just called the Paige prop. But all right, we'll do that. For the dog, Vegas is scoreboard watching too early in the game. I'm sure the game's going to be over, but that's the last thing that they were doing before they got out, and they weren't warming up or taking the game as serious as they should have. So they got to get right in the second half, but not the first half. Give me the Sparks in the first half, 3-1, Scott.
All right. So for my lock, I'll go with the Valkyries plus the points. I think even if they lose the game, I still think it's going to be a close game no matter what. Or at least if they lose, once again, I think it comes down to the wire. If they win, they could rout this team. But I see +7 right now at -110 on Caesars. I'll grab that. I think 7's a good number. Give me the Valkyries plus the 7 for this game. I like the money line too, but I was surprised you didn't take the Valkyries in this game, so I'll take it.
I have a first half play plus 4 in the first half. It's at 3.5 now, but I got +4, plus 205 on the money line.
Okay, there we go. So I like the money line at plus 260, but you know what? I'll go for the Valkyries plus 7 for the first half as my lock. For my dog, I'm going to go for it because why not? Give me the Wings on the money line at plus 205. I legitimately think after AT got pulled after a triple-double and a one-possession game in the final 2 minutes, they are sitting everybody for this game. There's no point. You play the Liberty on deck. You have home court. Strap in. You got yourself a very competitive playoff series coming up. Who cares? Give me the Wings money line at around a plus 205 as my dog.
All right. That's it, Scott. That's the last handicap of the regular season.
Yep, it was a fun season. It was longer than normal because we added games. It was fun.
And a lot of win total cashes, a lot of bread along the way.
It's also the last time, sorry to interrupt, it's the last time in the regular season we only have 13 teams.
It was short-lived.
Yeah. Well, it's weird having an odd number amount of teams, so I'm happy we added more teams, but yes.
Oh, and so how do we solve that issue, Scott?
We add two more teams. We get to 15. We get to 15 now. Yep, that is right. So we'll see. But, well, to be fair, there are 2 new teams being added for next season, but there will be more teams in the pipeline. Like, we're going to have more teams. But.
There are 3 teams in the pipeline after, so that would bring us to 18. But
yeah.
Yes, next year, 2 more teams. And yeah, it's going to be a slim pickings for those teams. I will say that. Slim pickings here. Might have to fade the Portland Fire every single chance I get. I'm not going to lie. Toronto might have an edge with the Border Patrol, but Portland for sure fade every single time. All right. Dang, I hate to give Portland that prognosis like I did the Valkyries last year, but sorry guys, I don't think you're going to be good. Your organization already is a dumpster fire. I just don't trust them to do anything else. I don't trust them to put a good team together. I'm sorry. All right. He's at Reichel Radio. I'm at __. Make sure you give us a follow. 5-star rating review for the WNBA Gambling Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. I know you're listening on YouTube, but go wherever you get your podcast, 5-star rating and review. And with that, Scott, anything else for people before we get up out of here?
Yes, I wanted to add one more thing. In case you were wondering about the actual schedule, the playoffs start Sunday. We are not going to be slow rolling the actual playoff action. There's not 1 game here, 2 games here. We start off with a bunch of games on Sunday. In fact, we have 4 games on Sunday. So we are starting full guns blazing for the playoffs. So we will be back for the playoffs, but there's not going to be 1 random standalone game here, 2 games here. During the week there will be. But for Sunday, we have 4 playoff series starting on the same day. So I'm excited for it.
And we might have to shoot. Well, we're waiting on the lines. Of course, probably waiting for the end of the night, but might have to shoot from the hip early Saturday morning, maybe even Friday night, because Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is going to be on both of our minds.
Yes, and the bad news is I'll be at a bachelor party, so I probably will have to give you a solo episode to start the playoffs. I know. Scott, it's unfortunate, but it's not my fault.
How many people you know getting married? I feel like you're always at a wedding.
I feel like the only time I get together with people is when they're getting married. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or not. But yeah, it's in Baltimore. So once again, I'll be somewhat, I don't want to say in your area, but somewhat closer than normal to your area.
Don't let anybody from Baltimore hear you say that.
That's what I'm saying. But either way, point is I probably will not be able to make the show. I'll still set up the stream, of course, but I'll be there next week. So apologies.
We'll get Scott to add his plays virtually.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to do like this. We are out of here.